We're standing here today at the Hydrogen Technology Expo in Bremen, organized by Transglobal Events. My name is Johan Wiebe from Hydrogen Standard, and with me here today is Robert Airey from Parker Hannifin GmbH.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. I'll abbreviate that to Parker. Robert, tell us, what does Parker do?
We're a hydrogen technology enabler. We're a component manufacturer, some subsystems, a granular from water feed systems into electrolyzers, light preparation, gas control, drying, chilling, cooling, pressure regulation, fittings, hoses, right down to the end-use fuel cell technologies, bill of materials, balance of plant. We enable everything. We're involved in everything to do with the hydrogen value chain.
I should have rephrased that question as to what does Parker do not do, right?
A couple things, but maybe we won't share that today.
We don't have to highlight those. So, I mean, you have quite a few products then on your stand. Tell us a bit about those.
Yeah, we got most of our portfolio there. We've got a nice stand highlighting like circuit diagrams set around a fuel cell with a key few products that we are promoting at the show. We've got some fuel cell filtration products like humidifier, ion exchangers that we're developing, working with some industry leaders and manufacturers who need those technologies. So we're working alongside them to develop new and better solutions to bring to the market that will enable a more rapid acceleration as we get to carbon zero, which is what we're trying to do with partners. We've all got key targets, and we're all trying to enable and improve the planet and our futures. So that's why we're working hard on that, and we're trying to showcase how we can work with partners to make that happen.
Interesting. Working with partners are obviously very important to facilitate the hydrogen rollout. On the fuel cell side, can you maybe share a little bit of your experience, maybe some challenges that you've encountered working with partners and in this space?
Yeah, some of the challenges are certifications. Every application is a little different. So the more we can engage with the users and the end applications, the more refined you can come to a standard product. And that will help on lead times, will help drive down cost, but then also, product development. You want quality, you want the reliability. So that's what some of the products that we are demonstrating today, what does exist, and then we're also showing and explaining what we are trying to develop. So today it's more about an interchange of knowledge, where the market is going. So it helps us being here, but also helps us in steering some of our customers who are looking for a solution or for a partner to develop with.
What sort of solutions do you see your partners are most interested in? Maybe also on sort of the fuel side of things. Is it like technology-wise, PAM, alkaline, or how does that look like?
We work on both sides of it. I think quality of hydrogen is one thing. Dry hydrogen is quite a feature. Due to the temperatures one's work with, you want to make sure that nothing freezes. So removing water out of a hydrogen stream is quite key. That's been quite a focus today in our discussions, how to remove that, and then measuring the quality of hydrogen while you're filtering it, getting it to a specific percentage. It's about the measurement of that. So while it's not always our capability, we're trying to enable that clean quality just to make sure that everything in the supply chain works. Because if you're going to bring in some moisture to a system, that could be the supply base, but it impacts further down the supply chain. So people are trying to rectify and just improve how things work right from the beginning, which is where we start. So we have an understanding, because we're involved so far from the beginning to end, we can understand the constraints of some of the challenges and work to sort of bring that to a resolution.
Being active sort of in the whole supply chain of the hydrogen market, how do you see it evolve? What do you see as sort of are the biggest bottlenecks, maybe also regionally or globally? How do you see that?
Two aspects. I think just to standardize, that would help the industry as a whole. You don't isolate yourself by having your own standard, because then you isolate the supply chain. So collaboration between companies is happening more and more. Competitors even working closer together just to bring things to market quicker. I think the challenge is probably people, I would think, more than product, and understanding the education and sort of making the industry of hydrogen, clean tech, and engineering attractive for youth. Because as it scales up, you're going to need engineers to work on this product. But then when it goes to deployment, say it's infrastructure, you're going to need civil engineers. So the supply chain of people is perhaps where companies, governments, organizations, they already are looking at it, trying to get a plan in place to move that sector forward.
That's an interesting point. We don't hear that too often just yet. We hear a lot about technology readiness, scalability, bringing costs down, particularly efficiency increases, that sort of stuff. But people, it's understandable. In your view, then, are there a lot of transferable skills from sort of more conventional technologies towards hydrogen? And what are sort of like the extra requirements that will be needed from your labor in sort of like a hydrogen industry?
Yeah, so we see a natural energy transition from oil and gas, transferable skills there. General engineering skills will help. Chemistry is playing more because there's a lot of material science due to steels and brittlement, to coalescing, so membrane development, that's moving forward. So material science is playing a heavy role. So that it's quite interesting that there's a whole new sector now that's developing, engineering new solutions. So there is I would say, pollination of people moving in. The challenge is it needs more than what's moving into the sector already. Yeah.
Very interesting. Robert Airey, thank you very much from Parker.
Yeah, no, pleasure. Thanks very much.